G'day, I'm MadMatt. A number of years ago I used to own a Mitsubishi Canter 4.5 tonne truck. We're down the Victorian high country and we're pulling up one of those really long climbs, you know the ones. We're coming up this watershed, second low, and the motor stalls. Now it was a scary moment to be in, and what I did was I used an emergency hill start recovery. It's not the sort of tool you're going to use every day when you go four-wheel driving, but when you need to know it, it's going to be great to have in your tool belt. So I'm climbing up this really quite a steep climb. I'm in first low, and I'm going to simulate what happens when you come to a point where you decide, enough's enough, I can't go up this hill. Now whether that's because you've chosen the wrong gear and you're in, say, third low and it's not enough power in the motor, or whether it's the obstacle's got too hard. What you do is simply stand on the brakes, just like that. Now what I've done, when I've put my foot on the brake, I've stalled the motor in gear. So what that means is straight away I've got 2 points holding the vehicle on the hill, my engine and my foot brake. Third thing I'm going to do, handbrake. 3 points are now holding the vehicle safely on the hill. Now I look in my mirrors. I'm planning my descent in reverse back down the hill. Looks like I can make it. If I had a navigator here, I could get them to jump out and check behind me and spot for me as well. All looks good. What I have to do, out of first low, back into reverse. The way I do that, very carefully, putting the clutch in, brakes are holding it, out of first, down into reverse, clutch out. I'm back to my 3 points holding the vehicle again. I'm checking behind me, through my mirrors, everything's looking good. Now I'm going to take the handbrake off, down to 2 points, my brake and my engine. Now I'm going to take my foot off the brake and the vehicle rests back onto the engine. There we go. Now my foot's covering the brake and I'm going to hit the start key so that the motor actually starts. And we're going to go backwards. Looking in my mirrors, straight away I'm reversing. But through that whole procedure, I had control of the vehicle. Now I just reverse back down the hill, looking at my spotter, making sure that all's good. I've got my foot on the foot brake, covering it, and just keeping control. And if we'll stop it there, I just put my foot hard on the brake, engine stopped, we're in gear, foot brake on, all safe. So that's how you do a hill start recovery. We're going to show you how you do it when you're got to go up the hill. This could apply if you've got a camper trailer on the back. You say I chose this hill in second low, I didn't have enough power and I needed to get to first low. It would be safer to do a hill start procedure than it would be to try and change gears, miss the gear, and then I'm only on brakes. I don't have the engine helping hold the vehicle. So I'm pulling up the hill in second low and I've run out of power. I've got to stall it. I've got to do an emergency hill start. So I've got my foot on the brake, second low, handbrake on. And we're got to get going forward again from here. First low is what I need. So first thing I do, gently put the foot in the clutch. I'm safe on the brakes, into first, clutch out. The next thing I'm going to do, I've got to get the motor started. So I've got to put my clutch back in again. So I'm now on my foot brake and my handbrake, start the motor. There she goes. Now I'm going to do a heel and toe start. The heel of my brake foot is holding the brake down. My toe is coming across onto the accelerator, and there it is. Okay, and we're rev the engine to about 2 grand. Handbrake off. I'm in first low, foot brake and clutch out together. And here we go. All right, and up we drive. So that's how you can get going forward if that's what you need to do. And that might be if you've got a camper trailer on the back. Trust me, trying to reverse a camper trailer down a steep hill can be really tricky. So there's a skill that I'm sure you're not going to use every day of the week, but I recommend you get out in the bush, find a hill and have a practice of those skills, because when you need to use them in the bush, they need to come to you instinctively. So I'm MadMatt. Stay safe on the trails.